As we always do about this time, this is Brother Ellzey coming at you one more time. And today, I'd like to speak briefly from the topic so that we may know him who is true. So that we may know him. I like that. He who is true. Brothers and sisters, as we look at today and as we consider this first day of our week, which we call the Lord's Day, and the reason that we call it the Lord's Day is something took place over 2,000 years ago. Something took place on a hill called Calvary. Something took place with one who had been sent from the Father, and this is his Son, Jesus Christ. And what the Apostle John writes in 1 John chapter 5 and verse 20, listen to these words as I read it. We know now that the Son of God is come and has given us understanding so that we may know him who is true. And so basically what John is writing here in this letter in 1 John chapter 5, he says that we know. And one of the things that we need to understand about this word know is that our minds have been illumined. It's the concept of you seeing something physically and you understand it spiritually. So he says that we know that the Son of God is come. This is what this whole letter is about, the fact that the Father has sent forth his Son. God has manifested himself in the flesh, and it's the Son of God. It's the second person of the Trinity. So John writes, we know that the Son of God is come and has given us understanding. See, the reason that our minds have been illumined and we understand this is because of Christ has given us understanding. This understanding here, it carries, and it's a rich word, and the understanding means it's a two-part word. One part of it means the noia, the mind, or the nous. And the first part is dia. Dia means through. So when we put these words together and as we look, it's to reach a balanced conclusion. It means to be able to have a meaningful personal conclusion. And so it's to thoroughly reason. And so the fact that you have the understanding that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, this is not something that you came about on your own. This is not something you learned in an academic institution. This is not something that you reasoned. This is something that is by divine intervention. Just as your faith, the Apostle Paul says in Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8, for by grace we are saved through faith, not of works, lest a man should boast. It is a gift for God. Well, this understanding here, not only is our faith is a gift, but this understanding to know him is a gift for God. This whole salvation is a gift for God. So we know that the Son of God is come and has given us understanding. He has given us understanding. And why did he give us understanding? So that we may know him who is true. So in the opening part of verse 20, you have the word know. The word is oida in the Greek, and I explained that. But now the second know is gnosko. Gnosko means to know firsthand, to be acquainted. We have firsthand knowledge. So the purpose, when you talk about that he has given us understanding, what is the purpose? Well, we know firsthand that him who is true, he who is true, he is the Son of God that's mentioned here. This is the one who came down through 42 generations. This is the one who came to seek and save those which are lost. This is the one, he is the one who was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. He is the one who opened the sight of the blind, who told the lame to get up and walk, who healed all forms of disease and illnesses. He is the one on one Friday who said it is finished and gave up his ghost. He is the one who 3 days later on Sunday morning who was raised from the dead, and now, according to John, he sits on the right hand of the Father as our advocate, so that we may know him who is true. Amen and amen.